Good morning, children. Welcome to the science class. I hope you all have done question answers and diagrams in your science copy and exercises in the book. Okay, keep learning and prepare well for the exams. Now we are going to start new lesson today. That is lesson 13, Natural Satellite of the Earth. So let us first read this introductory page. Ma'am, yesterday there was a lunar eclipse. What is that? My mother told me that it is when the shadow of the earth falls on the moon. We say it is a lunar eclipse. But I could not understand it. So, ma'am is saying she was right. In your previous classes, you have already studied about the sun, the moon, solar system, and stars. You also have an idea of how day and night are caused, how seasons take place. Let us learn about the moon now. So we are going to learn more about moon, like satellite, natural satellite, the moon and about it, eclipses of the moon and sun, and artificial satellites and their uses. So let us begin the chapter now. You all know that Earth is a planet of the solar system. You know, this is our solar system, and you can see this is Sun in the center, and planets Mercury, Venus, Earth. You can see the third planet from the Sun is Earth. All these 8 planets are revolving around the Sun. But there are other small bodies that revolve around the planets. Now you can see this is small body revolving around the Earth or planet. These heavenly bodies are called satellites. So this is a satellite of Earth which is revolving around the Earth. The moon is a natural satellite of the Earth. Now we will read about the moon. The moon can be seen shining in the night sky. It does not have any light of its own. It reflects the light of the sun falling on it. It disappears during the day because of the bright light of the sun. So during the daytime you cannot see the moon, although moon is there in the sky during the day also, but we cannot see it because the sunlight is so bright that it is not possible to see the moon during the daytime. It appears to be of the same size of the sun, but actually the sun is bigger. It appears to be of the same size as it is closer to the earth than the sun. You all know that the moon is closer to the earth because it is revolving around it. That is why moon and sun look similar in size, but they are not. Sun is much bigger than the moon. It is nearly 3,84,400 kilometers away from Earth. So you know the distance of moon from the Earth is this much. You must remember this distance. Now you can see here the surface of the moon, how the craters are there, big black color craters, and these are all mountains of dust. And you can see that craters are black in color and they are big holes on the surface of the moon. Now we are going to read about the surface of the moon. From close you can see the surface of the moon is like ash colored soil is there, and there are many craters. The moon is as old as the earth, nearly 4,500 million years old. Its surface is made up of rocks, mountains and plains. Its surface has big, round and hollow craters. These are formed due to the hitting of big rocks from space on its surface called meteoroids. So when meteoroids fall on the surface of the moon, because there is no atmosphere to burn the meteoroids, so all the meteoroids fall on the surface of the moon and they form the craters. The mountains in the moon can be seen through telescope from the earth. Its surface is covered with dark gray dust. You can see the color of the dust here. There is no life on the moon. The moon does not have air and atmosphere like the earth. So if you speak on the moon, you will not be able to hear yourself because you know sound needs medium to travel and there is no air, so you cannot hear the sound on the moon. The temperatures are very hot in the day and very cold at night due to absence of atmosphere. So direct sun rays fall, and so the temperature is very high, minus 150 degrees and plus 150 degrees centigrades. The gravity of the moon is 1/6 that of the earth. That means it is 6 times less than the earth. Now fun to learn, you only weigh 1/6 of your total weight on the moon. That means if your weight is 30 kg on earth, you will weigh only 5 kg on moon because of the gravity. Gravity is 6 times less than the earth. That is why your weight also becomes 6 times less. Now movement of the moon. You all know that moon moves around the earth. You can see here how the moon is moving around the earth. As the earth moves around the sun, it completes its revolution in 28 days. This one circle around the earth, it completes in 28 days or nearly a month. During this revolution, we see its different phases. So let us read about the phases of the moon. Now, phases of the moon. We know that the moon revolves around the earth. When it revolves, only a part of it is visible to the earth. If that part receives light from the sun, we see it glorying, that means white or shining. If it does not receive light, it appears dark. Thus, the moon appears to change its shape every day. Every day in the sky. These different shapes of the moon as seen by the earth are called phases of the moon. So all these phases you see due to the different sides of the moon which get light or are in the dark. So on day 1, the side of the moon facing the earth does not get any light. It appears dark and is called the new moon. So you can see this is the first day. Then on day 3, only a small part of the moon gets light. You can see a little small part will get the light. It appears as a crescent shape and is called the crescent moon. So this is a crescent moon. On day 7, we can see half of the moon. It is called the half moon. You can see half moon is shining and the half moon is dark. So this is called half moon. On day 10, only 3/4 of the moon can be seen. This is called the gibbous moon. Now you can see 3/4 of the moon is shining brightly. So it is called gibbous moon. Slowly the part receiving light increases, and on day 14 we see the full moon. Now after 14 days you see the full moon. After this the phases are reversed and size of the crescent decreases day by day, changing to the new moon. Now what happens? Now it is opposite to this. You can see in this gibbous moon, this part was shining. Now, after new moon, this part is shining and this is dark. Then in the same way, opposite side is dark in the next phase, and then you can see the crescent this side instead of this side. Then again new moon comes. So if you go on your terrace and every day at suppose 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. you note down the shape of the moon. So in 15 days you will see new moon to full moon or Purnima. Amavasya to Purnima, it takes 14 or 15 days to complete. So if you go every day same time on your terrace, you will be able to note down all the phases of the moon. So you can do this at home and try to learn the phases of the moon. Now again I have put this page here so that you can understand the phases of the moon here. This is whole dark new moon, then see crescent, then gibbous, and then again full moon. Okay, then full moon, again crescent, gibbous, and full moon. So waxing and waning, I hope you understand. First, waxing means that it increases, then waning means it gradually decreases. Now you can see in this picture also waxing gibbous, full moon, then waning gibbous, third quarter, crescent, and then new moon. Here also you can see the different phases of moon shown over here in this picture, and you can see how the moon is revolving around the earth and different phases due to this sunlight falling on it are being formed. Okay children, We will do the next topic of this chapter in the next class. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day and please read the chapter till phases of the moon.